This is Rogue Legacy. Starts you off in this little tutorial kind of area. Nothing too fancy, nothing too tricky. Just to give you the basics. Now, I did play a run through this already. Got a fairly wasted. I didn't check my level. I can't say how far. Maybe like 20 levels? Something like that. It's alright. This is a platformer game, of course, as you can see. And its little feature, is that when you die, you proceed to the next generation in your heir, as it were, who inherits all of your equipment and the benefits that are available at your key. Right now you are playing as the very first in your line. At least that's what I believe this is. 3 knights charge towards the treasure, but there's monsters there. And I'm gonna kill a king, cause, you know, hey, he's there. Should've had his guards around. Start this legacy. Poor training dummy. Why do you do this? Why? It hurts! I'm level 0, so that's okay. I can go to this castle. The castles are procedurally generated. Or randomly generated, if you prefer. Journal entry number 1. Treason. An assassin has wounded my father, the king. To bring order back to the kingdom, he has sent my siblings and I on a quest to save him. Together, we will venture into the cursed woods and enter the castle Hamsun. This castle is cursed, and it has stood on the edge of the woods since time immemorial. But rumors say that within it dwells an item which can cure any ailment. Tonight I will get a head start over my brothers and sisters and set forth on my quest while they lay asleep. To fail this quest would be an embarrassment to my name. Treasure. Why not? Ooh. You got me there. There's another one. Didn't tell that these paintings are animated like that because they do shake a little bit while they wait in ambush. They're not very good at being painted. Down and kill. Dangerous, nasty spikes down there. Going to try and avoid them for obvious reasons. One of those paintings has to, yep, the bottom one. Who hangs paintings like that? Nobody I know. Or at least nobody I want to know. Alright, I'm gonna avoid the spikes on the ground there. So it seems like the cool thing to do. Oh, there it fell down. It's alright. Come on down here, mister. Yeah. Alright, I'll wait. I can be patient. Bam. Drop down. Defeat all enemies. Oh dear. Couldn't have done that like that. This is going to end badly. And now. Really jumped head first into all that. Alright, first run. Fair run. Not good, not bad. And here I choose my heir. Every one of them starts off with a name, of course, and a class. Knave, a risky hero, low stats, but can land devastating critical strikes. And he has traits. This one has hypergonadism. Great for knocking back enemies, and a spell of chakram. Everyone has a spell too. Alright, dwarfism and embolivis. You've got two left hands, can't cast spells properly. That would actually not even matter with the conflux, because it goes out both ways anyway. I had bad luck with dwarfism, and it's a mage, so my hit points would be so low. Yeah. Dwarves will tend to get hit more because they have a smaller swing radius with their weapon. And a barbarian, which is one of my favorite, Edict, Memory, and PAD. This is going to be a great one to go forward with. So I will. Alright, I got 210 gold. Not a lot, but enough to get the black. And I could increase my health, or increase my mana, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some equipment here, because I happen to know that he has some. And you'll see my level up there is 1. That is because I unlocked the blacksmith. It's actually relative to the unlocks that you get. Now this helmet is 150, leaving me with 10 gold. Increases my health by 20 and my mana by 20. It shows a negative now because this is what would happen if I unequipped it. And increases my weight carried. And just drop out of here. Going forward to victory. Now to enter the keep, I must pay the toll. And it's all my money. All my remaining money. So it's in your best interest to spend all that you can before you enter. I usually get a few gold here, 20 or so. I got an eye out there. Got him. Now the Edict Memory lets me see those red dots on my minimap telling me where enemies are. That's useful. Now I've seen these destroyed before, but I do not know how to do it. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get up there safely in any way. Through your ruse. Now, the gold is really nice to have early on, but what I really want to get are plans for the blacksmith to help improve him. And also runes, particularly the vampirism. So this good. I don't think gold disappears over time, but I'm not looking to test whether it disappears if you leave the room. So I'm feeling it does. Bit of a hit and run there. jump. Gotcha.
One thing I have noticed is that enemies do not like to travel beyond the edge of the screen, or at least the room. So the floor in here is really low, and I've gotten unaware of those paintings because they go down and around the bottom, and they come up sooner than they would if they were following their usual art. Now here, there's no problem. Ooh, that was close. But I can hit him. The game seems like it's slowing down a little bit for me. I don't know if that's because I'm recording. It wasn't doing it earlier. It may have some in time. Wow. I'm not gonna do it. Am I? No. Now, can I get out and try it again? No, I can't. But I can clear out the room. Or die trying. I would have known right away. I wonder if I could have exited out and tried again. Oh, these are level 11. I'm level 1. So, it's kind of a big risk being in here. Well, actually I could have made it easily if I would have known immediately there was a goal. I didn't even know that was a kind of goal to get the fairy chest. Fairy chests, really wish I would have gotten that. Tend to be pretty good from my experience. I actually got 390, which is a fair run here. $250 was what I would have said I really wanted. Out of it! Ow! Oh yes, I have the awesome ability of PAD, which means that I don't even care about these spikes that would come out of the floor. I love it. Oh! However, I did forget that the downward thrust does not just stay down. You actually have to have a little bit of timing with it. And I'm actually going to play it safe here. It's probably going to miss. Yeah. Alright. I have a feeling that environmentally speaking, with dwarfism and PAD, you could just like go anywhere. And PAD, even the active spikes do not hurt you. Excellent find. Now, the reason I say that is not because I have any chance at all of defeating this boss, but look at all that gold I got. Do I want to go up here? Or go up there? No. If they weren't going diagonal like that, I might risk it, but I really don't want to mess with it too much. A lot of furniture in here. Good room. Get some gold. This is an awesome run so far. Now, if I even... There's a infrastructure that you can get for your castle, which allows you to save the layout. Oh, there is a chest in that room. There's only 3 of those. Edict memory is paying off here too. And I did just get a think piece. And this is a teleporter, which I can teleport back to this room. gonna try this. There's only 3 of those up there. I think that's manageable, especially now that I have Wait a minute. I think I just did not destroy those statues the first time. I cannot make it this easy. I don't think they could have overlooked something so simple. Yeah. That's fine, that's fine. Alright. You move diagonally, you move that way. And you're up there. Ow. I think I was still under the cloud of invulnerability. Sorry. That's okay. Oh, that is excellent. As long as I'm in here. Oh! Oh well. $1,000. I don't even think I've had 1,000 yet, except for the time in the demo, of course, when I killed the boss. However, the boss gives you like a ton of gold. Yeah, that's the forest. With only 15 health, I'm not really willing to go in there for more than a second, apparently. Actually, that if I could take a hit, I would go in there. But I can't. That's the fairy chest that I can't get. I'm bad with the map. Oh, that painting is alive? Yes, it is. More gold. Defeat all the enemies. So bad. As long as I take my time, I can do this. I've heard it said that the fire ones are easier. I would disagree. I think it's definitely the ice mages are to take out and avoid their projectiles. I really want to get a good blacksmithing plan for this chest, because if I can get lucky and find something that costs me 525, you know, just a random number I'm throwing out there, 525. No, I know something specific that I'm looking to get. But if I could find something even better than that, that would be even better. Oh, obvious is obvious? Yeah. Oh. Well, if that would have been one of those paintings and I died there, I would have been sad. In more ways than one, I guess. Magic points recovered. Go. Alright, no problem. If I can't get it now, I'll be sad. I'm threatening with that a lot. And room for balance. I don't know what that one does. But I have a great haul for the gold on this run. really going to set me up quite well. And we found a journal here. I'm going to get this gold before I forget how to read. Man, this is all just going to be one video, almost all this run. Although I am the eldest child, I am not my father's favorite. I have always known he planned to leave me with nothing. But if I find the cure, everything will change. The victor will earn nothing less than the throne upon his passing. Upon my ascension, my wife and my children shall move back into the royal quarters, back to the royal city, where once again we will be treated with the respect we deserve. No longer will we stand for the gossip and petty slander of my cousins. The other dukes shall bow as we pass. But I am getting ahead of myself. I must keep my priorities clear. Conquer the castle, find the cure, collect my reward. I don't know. It's kind of, saw that coming that whole way. Should've jumped. Should've jumped. Look at all those enemies I killed, though. That is not bad at all. I don't know if I want to move on. Alright. I'll move on. Choose your heir. Dude, what is that spell? Quantum Translocator. Drops a teleporter to your shadow. I may have to choose that just to check that out. Giantism, I do not really care for. ADHD and OCD. Big stuff. Okay, they're both knaves. I do like the scythe, although it's not incredibly expensive, but I don't really use spells that much, but I need to check that out. And knockback and magic will be nice. Alright. Well, like I said, first thing I want to do, I do not have the enchanter yet. So I may have to go back here and unlock that. And in order to unlock that I have to make another purchase, which I happen to know is the health, or the night upgrade. Okay, block blows. Weight carry? Okay, here we are. Under 1,000 now, which I'm not exactly happy about, but I do have it unlocked. So now let's see what this is all about. Hello, hello! Could I borrow your ear for a moment? I'm in need of your help. I used to be a very powerful enchantress, but one day the monsters of this castle invaded my dreams and stole my knowledge. They encased that knowledge in runes, and without those runes, I suck at my job. Please, hero, if you find any runes, bring them back to me and I'll sell it back to you for a profit. Balance. Slaying enemies grants both hit points and magic points? Wow. Now, I can only assume awesome, but also that it's probably at half the rate that the single one is. I wonder if it says here. 1. Yeah, it's half. But it's still not bad. I mean, I'm happy to have it. Well, I'll leave those in there. Now I see that 0/1. I don't know what all that means. I'm a level 5 knave. Obviously, that's self-explanatory. Or is it? I don't know. Well, I can test the magic here. Oh, it's like creating a safety thing, so... That could be useful. How long does it stay for? Seems like it stays for a long time. Okay, well, Clearly I like doing damage, because damage is good. I still have a lot of gold. I did not... It's unfortunate I did not unlock more blueprints. I don't really want to... put more into the weight carried or the health, because everything you put points into makes everything else more expensive. For example, this cost 110. If I were to buy another heart, then this cost would go up to 120. So it does pay to focus. Now I do use the barbarians a lot, so I'm going to upgrade that. Okay, I can't actually afford anything else, which is unfortunate. 105 is kind of a lot. Now the blacksmith is the only one who doesn't seem to cumulatively charge for things. Can I sell it back? No, I can just unequip it or equip it. That's okay. I'm gonna play through one more on this one, just so you can see a little bit more of the game. Felt like that was a really good run, but it just kind of ended. I don't feel like I displayed a lot of the game yet. Well, that was unfortunate. There you see me knocking it back so very far. Ow. Later onto that shadow for a while. It does stay there for a long time. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna, yeah. Wow. I'm flying. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be more careful. I really don't have that much health. I don't know how I feel about this spell. Oh. Thought I was far enough away. The food restores 10% of your maximum health. So that is one reason to improve your maximum health. To make the food more effective. But the food is somewhat rare. I would actually rather have a substantial amount of life. Now the spikes are going to mess me up. So I'm going to opt out. And I'm just going to actually exit out of that room entirely. Although there is a chest in there, so maybe I should go back. Oops. Okay. So there is a theory about how to do this. Right, just attack up as you run by. Should probably kill off these mages. There we go. You do have to slightly pause, it seems like. It's alright. I'm gonna try and clear out this room as best I can. There's a lot of, or a little bit of furniture anyway. And that'll be nice to have, that food. Good critical there. More food, which is great. Ooh, did not want to stay there. Ow. Really got a last minute to get that to work right. With the down strike. Now, what I actually... No, I don't have that spell. I'm just gonna have to leave this one alone. Oh! After I did that. Going out this way. That was fun while it lasted. These are, seem just to be random screenshots from, as far as I'm aware, random games. Unless they are, you know, by the same company, I don't know. Exactly. I've only really recognized one or two of them. Excellent, that's making this a fair run. I don't know if there's something special you can do in those rooms beyond look at the painting. That doesn't seem like the most dangerous trade ever. I just don't really know if there's a railing inside. This is the boss, if I haven't said that already. I'm losing track now. Yeah, I think I did. Excellent! Squire chestplate, not a bad one, but definitely, definitely good to have. I don't have the other one yet. Let's see what about down. Okay, I might be able to make some use out of this place. Oh, he's dead. Magic's not really needed. I don't know, that spell is cheap, but I haven't found a good spot to use it yet, other than just messing around. The dwarf can get that one straight away. Fortunately, I'm not barred from getting it, so that's good. And it is the Knight Bracers. Excellent, maybe. I don't know. I don't think the Knight has anything to do with what they actually do. I think it's just a quality. Haha, nice try. Anyway. I've seen those destroyed before. I don't know what it takes to actually destroy them, though. I wonder if there's a trait which will allow you to do that. Seems like all kinds of a bad idea. This isn't so bad. Would definitely be worth it. Yeah. You know, I thought I had a couple good starting runs on the playthrough I did not keep. Wish I had a better spell. I'm gonna die if I go in there. I have less health now than the first time I looked. Nothing up there. Definitely worth it. I just wanted to see if there was something up there that I just couldn't see. Yeah, that was fine. Take no damage. How? The only way I could see doing that is if I had something that made me immune to the spikes, which does exist, but just to review, I don't have it. No, that's not going to do it. I mean, I can do this and then come back up here, but that's not going to do it. Now, if it were something like it moved you in one axis towards that previous location, it might work. The only thing I can think of is that if I were able to turn the world sideways, or in fact upside down, or not take damage from spikes, which I don't know about the sideways, but the upside down is a possibility. Now I have the architect, so I could lock the room. So if I did have a character with my next generation that could safely get that chest, I would definitely want to use the architect just so I can get that chest, I would think. Because this is actually a pretty good run, so it's a fairly good setup, I would think, to go on another run. I have mixed... Okay, yeah, I definitely didn't come out ahead. Just because of all the... That would be a great place to have the... Well, the axe... If I had a lot of mana, it would be great. Without a lot of mana, it's kind of... risky. Come on. Please tell me you're gonna get killed. That's it. Thank you. Excellent. Got a few hit points there. Good. I'm not... Yeah, I am kind of making progress. Just not focusing at all on it. Come on, come over here. I can just jump over it, I guess. Close to not getting hit, but my foot is not falling. There's a good bit of enemies. It's right around the most I kill. Be a great day when I get to the double or two full columns. Alright, we've got a knave here who's nothing special about him. He's got the complex, not too interesting. Dextro. Cardia. Oh yes, yes, that's one. That could be bad with the knave. But Paladin. Electrophia. Chickens freak you out. I should be okay. Should be okay. Not okay. Not okay! Now, alright, let's go with this. I've got a lot of gold here. But let's, before I go spending it here, let me check out what is available here. Alright, that is 350. I'm going to keep an eye on that because that'll reduce damage that I take. These are just magic enhancers. Not too keen on those. I haven't looked at that yet. Sprint. That might be... Oh, I could get the fairy chest, but I'm not gonna bank on that. Did I get a... No, I did not get another room. So really it's gonna come down to... Try and save 350 if I can't get what I want to do over here. Now, I know that there's more to this castle. Don't want to upgrade the mage, because I really don't care for the mages. I'm gonna stay off that wing. Now, I happen to know that that's not going to unlock it, but this might. Super fast, super deadly warrior who wears a super headband. They can't take a lot of pain, or they can't take a lot of hits, but they dish out the pain. Believe it, super. Now, I mostly want to do that critical chance up. Okay, and haggle with death. 880 to unlock. I don't even have enough for that. Did not know that was that expensive. But I'm going to put at least 1 point into that. Just because having 1 point in there gives me the chance to do a critical. I mean, it's infinitely better than 0. And unless you're the knave, I think you have a 0% chance. And this is a critical damage up. Which I may not mess with too much. Okay. I've got 590 gold still. Now that's going to be 180, which would leave me with 410. Not bad. So 180. 190, a little bit more expensive. But for 550... I could actually buy the armor and well, I got a 375. 50 is really nothing, and this would be 20, which would put me at 65. So I'm actually going to go back to the manor, and I'm going to pick up the this. Now I can't afford anything else, but that's fine. And I'm going to end this here. Thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoy this game, go ahead and pick it up. Otherwise, I don't care. No. If you're watching this game, or if you're watching this video for this long, you probably do at least enjoy watching the game. I don't know about playing it, but hey, that's your own choice. Thank you very much. Bye.